Hey, welcome back, everybody. Can you hear us out there? Let us know in the comments real quick so we can make sure that we are, in fact, being heard. But in order to be heard, we need someone to tune in. So that live count's got to go up. But we'll just anxiously await to hear what you have to say before we actually get going. There's one right there. Hey, welcome aboard. Welcome to Brad&James, the live, fun, interactive conversation.
About almost
anything.
Anything. There we go.
Got a thumbs up, Ski? There is some sound. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I promise.
We need a sound.
Sound is important. You definitely don't want to just look at us. Not me, anyways.
We just don't want. Yeah, we need.
You, on the other hand, look refreshed. Recharged.
Thank you very much.
After your time away, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. So yeah. So we had a question that you were starting up with. I just got back and I'm getting questions. But go ahead. I'm good.
Well, when some people go on vacation, the first thing they say when they come home is, "Oh my goodness, I feel like I need a vacation after my vacation." Okay. So I didn't know if you tend to feel that way or how do you handle your. Yeah. You said you don't necessarily, plan out like an itinerary or anything. That's not the point. So.
No. So number one rule for me on vacation is the only thing that we plan out is we plan where we're going.
Yep.
And then we plan how we're gonna feed the kids.
That's
kind of
important.
like where we're going there because we need a strategy because there's 4 of them and 3 of them are teens and 3 of them are in growth spurts. So it's like they are. They just consume, so at this one we're just
all the time.
Yeah. So they are, so we have to plan out how we do that. Cause you can spend a vacation bill, by not that. So yeah. So we plan that out. And other than that, no, we don't like plan everything out and like plan. Cause that's what I do, all for a living is plan.
That's true. Tired of planning.
The relaxing part is I don't plan. So I get up, wake up when I want. I turn off all my alarms and kind of play it by ear, and so I'm grateful for my wife. She goes with that. So that's what we can go there.
That's kind of the way I guess to have the best vacation is to not
it
really
helps me relax.
Yeah.
So
if you want to relax,
disconnect. Yeah, because it's been good. But I'm always learning.
Right.
Even
on vacation.
Great things you can discover while on vacation. So tonight, what I thought we would start with is some great things that I found because I'm a teacher. That's what I do.
That's true.
I try and instruct, try and broaden people's horizons. So today I figured I want to share with you all, you and Prince Hey. I want to talk about Hagen, who by the way did a great job last week. Just saying he just killed it. So anyway, yeah, so I wanted to share with you all the great things I found on vacation. I did find 2 that I'm going to share right now.
Okay, so how did you find these?
Well, so part of traveling is you got to stop and get gas.
Yes,
Some of your best discoveries on vacation are made at gas stations.
You couldn't be preaching the truth anymore.
In places where you don't understand, at place like you have to go into almost like the worst ones.
Why is that too? And you go and you're like, what
because
is this?
I don't know. Maybe they can't afford to buy like the mainline stuff like Lay's, and so you find these off brands or something that like's not somewhere else. And so, but this time it wasn't really. I didn't find as many treasures there.
Okay.
These 2 treasures I found in 2 places that are one is common here, and one is not. So the first place, let's start with the first place that I found was in a store called Publix, which is not in our great state.
I like Publix.
But Publix is awesome.
It is. I really do like it.
A little bougie, but it's awesome. Publix. It's a little foo-foo. Lot of organic people.
Yeah.
It's where we were, so a lot of really healthy organic people.
Mm-hmm.
But so this is what I found. So we're gonna all try it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to doing our first discoveries on vacation.
This is so good. I'm so excited.
Canada Dry Bold. Do you all hear me? Let me tell you, if for those of you that like ginger ale and for those that don't, this is about to change your whole world. So look.
Hey, and this is new.
This is new.
This is brand new.
Brand new. Now, apparently, it's been out since February. And so we are going, let me, look.
How about, this is a fresh open?
Look. Ooh, you know it's good when it sounds like that.
Do you drink a lot of ginger ale?
I do. I like ginger. It's good for your stomach, for one.
Are you supposed to say ginger ale or ginger ale?
Well, I normally probably put together and say ginger ale.
But it's ginger ale.
Yeah. So thank you, English professor. So it's always still starting like on my stuff.
Oh, got to bark at it.
Hand that to, so one Hagen.
Okay.
All right. We are about to.
Hagen?
Yeah, everybody ready? Here we go.
Hang on now.
What?
So actually, there's going to be like a 3 part to this. There's going to be like the ginger ale by itself, and then there's whatever else you discovered, and then we're going to like take afterwards.
Okay. Well,
it may be a good mix.
Okay, so here we go.
This is a single here.
Ginger ale, taste it up. Here we go.
You've already had this.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
oh, yeah.
What you think? I like to really, embrace the anticipation.
Let me tell you. Go ahead. Just deal with it because we ain't playing.
It's like water.
It is not like water.
It's literally like watered down Diet Coke.
Did you say that?
It tastes just like watered down Diet Coke, doesn't it?
Let me just break this.
It tastes good. It tastes good.
Let me just say, so this is the first time I brought the 2-liter.
Can you read out some specs on the back?
Okay, so I never got the 2-liter. I always got the cans. And I will say this is different from the cans.
I feel like this would be better than a can.
No, because the cans they're strong, like they burn going down.
Well, I don't know if I wanted to burn.
Well, you do want to burn, but this
coming down is gonna burn coming out.
So that's the bold ginger ale. Now I'm encouraging y'all to get it. Now listen, it's even better than this because this does seem a little bit.
Let's look at what's on the back. I'm just curious.
Well, I mean, ginger ale.
It's 140 calories, 36 grams of carbohydrates.
What does that have to do with the taste?
Nothing. I just was curious.
So, like
it's
I said,
good.
So it is delicious, and so that's the first thing I'm helping people understand.
Hey,
is the ginger ale. So these are things that I
top me
discovered
off
on my vacation. No,
okay,
you upset me. So now, the second thing I discovered is that the Dollar General, right here in Law, Mississippi.
Which one?
They have them at all of them.
There's several.
And you have to go to them because they have been selling out. They cannot keep these.
They're doing that to you on purpose.
No.
They're moving it around.
Here they are.
They're hiding it from
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. I've had this brand before.
The Zapps, which I'm Zapps Voodoo.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love the Voodoo.
I am Zapps. And then when they came with Voodoo Heat, again, Voodoo Heat was, it's like a great sequel. It was like Star Wars, like the sequels to Star Wars. But ladies and gentlemen, do you hear me? The Zapps Sweet Creole Onion is what I'm bringing to the table right now.
Okay, let's break
Hold on, Hagen, because Hagen can't, and you're a chips guy.
I am.
So how about you just open that bag?
I had like
you're about to talk it up too much.
Bag of party-sized Doritos
You're about to talk it up. You just got to open it up and taste. Okay, we're all open. Here we go. Let's hold on because everybody waiting. Are you gonna be mad at me now? You're not gonna talk?
No. Okay, I'm embracing the. And
right,
I love this, man.
Here we go.
It's like an unboxing.
Let's go.
That smells like a regular potato chip.
Okay.
Hagen,
do you hear me? Okay. This is for real.
I don't like that shape. I'm gonna get one that's easy to place in my mouth hole. It's pretty good, but it's not it's not packing as much punch as I thought it was going to, right?
Father, here we go. Here we go.
It's kind of soft.
They build. That's what I like about it. Because you know how you have the purple Doritos, the sweet Thai ones? You get too much. These build. So you can have a whole bag.
Yes, but.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Go ahead and have them. I'm listening.
It's like the chip for someone who can't handle a lot of punch.
Here we go.
The taste is great. There's a softness about it that really makes you,
Hayden's over here. Hayden's so good. Hayden didn't say nothing.
I am saying they're good.
Here we go. Straight fire.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, there you go.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, these right here will change things.
Okay, here's the question. Here's my question.
Things.
All right, you see them right here, ladies and gentlemen? You got these and Voodoo sitting right next to each other. Where are you going?
I hate to tell you, but I'm going here.
Really?
And I'm a Voodoo fan.
I will say they feel less salty. You know how the Voodoos are like, they're like so.
Well, the flavor of Voodoo is salt and vinegar.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So
but
that may be why.
I guess that's why I kept saying like these have a softness to them. They're not as pungent, I guess, but they're really good.
Yeah.
They're the chip for everyone. I feel like anyone could just tear this up.
May not be a fan. Who asked? Who's that?
You.
Who's Annika Bonzio? Oh, and these,
We'll remember that for our next taste testing video. But right now,
I'm just saying,
have to appreciate these.
These are good.
Sweet Creole onions.
Sweet
New
Creole
Orleans,
onion.
Kettle style. That's what it is.
Right here. Sweet. I think they made these for William Frazier.
They even
Sweet
got a
Creole
little
onion. Right in the mouth.
What do you call that right there?
So, that's a crawfish, isn't it?
That's right. Crawfish.
What do you think I was going to call
You eat crawfish?
Only if they're peeled. Like I'm not the one that like goes and like pulls off the tail and sucks out the meat. Man,
that's good stuff.
I can't do that. Can you do? Hagen, you either? Yeah, I can't do it. I cannot do it. So, yeah, can't do it. So, I'm just saying. Here it is. These are, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you, Brad, for the napkins. So those are things that I got off my vacation, and William had said he's
They're really good.
These. I'm just. Now we getting converted. I'm just saying they are good.
I know they are very good, and I could eat this entire bag in a very short amount of time.
I'm just saying, there they are.
Let me wash it down with some ginger ale.
So
that still tastes like watered down.
I will get you the
It's
can.
not bad. It's not bad. It's just like
there's the can next time. This is all they had at Dollar General. I didn't get a chance to go over to. They probably would have had the cans over at Grocery Depot. But anyway,
this is a good snack. Yeah. Hey, thanks for this discovery. Number one, and
Lionel Gardner. Okay, Lionel Gardner said make sure to get those items at Corner Market in Ellisville. Lionel, do they sell them there?
Well, he's going to come get them. You just got to confirm they're there.
You guys got to confirm they're there, Lionel. And we want people to know. People to know to come get them.
I'd like to compare this to the original ginger ale.
The red, like Canada Dry, like the regular one?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do cans though, because the can version of this is way, way better. It is so good. So
it's pretty good though, man.
Lionel said, "Yep, they there." Okay, we're cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can get these at Corner Market in Ellisville.
Get you some.
My two from my recent trip: Zapps, Sweet Creole Onion, and the Canada Dry Bold. And see, this is the wrong label, because this is the real one has a black label. So I may have gotten the wrong one. So we're gonna
hold up now. That changes everything. Well, how you saying another one's got a black label?
There's one that has a black label. That's the one I've seen. I haven't seen one with the green. I hadn't even seen a 2 liter. That's the first time I've seen it.
Huh. Well, do you think there's a possibility that you got something else different?
I got one with a black label,
but it was
called
this
Bold.
one.
So I wouldn't think they name it 2 different things, but maybe
this packaging is new. Maybe this little design's new.
I think they got took by the fake Canada Dry people.
By the way, neither one are a sponsor, but if you want to, reach out to us. And
William said he wanted to do ginger ale because William doesn't drink carbonated drinks, so we get that. So
it's good.
But so all this stuff. So then now we come back. We got baseball, and one of the cool things I was able to get with my eBay bucks, was Kansas City Monarchs jersey. I've always wanted one, so I
What
picked
are
up my
eBay
Kansas
bucks?
City. When you buy some on eBay, like they like almost like
it's like a punch card type deal.
Kind of. They like take a percentage and like they give you eBay bucks, and so basically like it comes off your purse. Like you only get them every 3 months.
Yeah.
And then they stock them up and they say, hey, yeah, you got $40 in eBay bucks, and it comes off your purchase.
This is
so
Kansas City Monarchs.
I wanted one. I've wanted it for a long time, so got the Monarchs. Finally got my Monarchs jersey because
just in time for baseball season.
Just in time for baseball season.
We've had a few good games.
Excited for my St. Louis Cardinals. Lost yesterday to Pittsburgh 5-1, but we were tired from winning.
5-1.
We were tired from winning the previous two, and so
they got the same record as the Braves.
Are the Braves 2-1?
Yeah, told you.
Are the Braves 2-1?
Tell him, Hagen. 2-1.
And who'd you all play this week? You played which high school?
That's real funny. Get these sweet little lame chips out of here. Talking like that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Give them back.
So the Braves played.
Well, I know they lost to the Mets in the opener, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
Who did they
Mets.
beat?
All three.
Those all three? Okay.
So Cardinals and Mets. But then today, the news comes out about the Marlins that they've got an outbreak on their team.
They got a little bit of a situation going on. You said
canceled 2 games.
Started with 4.
I think it went from 4 to 14 or something, and they canceled the Marlins home opener, and then they canceled the game tonight in Philadelphia.
The opener was against.
They canceled their home. This was their home opener. They were finally gonna play at home tonight.
Oh, okay.
But, they've been in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
So they canceled it. So that's where now we're kind of seeing how we navigate this thing.
It's honestly, I mean, I don't know how baseball is so. We were talking about this. There's a lot of teams. There's different venues.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
So here's what I thought.
How can you keep it from not happening?
I honestly thought, like, seriously. So we're talking because now we got some. It's so much tied together. So we got schools and students potentially coming back.
Yep.
I thought. So for everybody out there, I thought maybe the MHSAA, they were Mississippi High Schools Activity Association, Mississippi High Schools Activity. I thought it was activities. Anyway, so I may have gotten the initials messed up. I thought it was MHSAA.
But I thought it was MHAA.
Anyway, so
we know what we're talking about.
So I thought they would maybe switch. I thought maybe so if we had concerns regarding the COVID situations. So
right now.
So I figured, what if they just switched football and baseball season, so that baseball played now, which you definitely can
space your players out.
Players out now. You may have to wear masks in the dugouts.
Yeah, bullpen and dugouts.
And then move football to the spring.
Which, can I interject real quick?
No, you can interject.
By the way, my dad and I used to talk about this all the time, just for the sheer weather aspect. We were like, football and baseball need to be swapped because it's blazing hot, number one, and by the time you start playing your first, whether it be a jamboree or game in 1 or 2. Yeah.
Especially in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Which is almost the equator.
I mean, I'm in shorts in my birthday of January sometimes. It's not uncommon, which I love.
Right.
But I mean, I really don't see, how that would be a bad thing.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
I wanted to talk. Of
course, my opinion,
I wanted to some of our coaches out there. I mean, and again, I don't coach, so maybe
there's
real reason.
Just talking.
But I just thought that seemed to be like an easy way to maybe so what happened is I think they canceled the first 2 weeks of the season.
They canceled it?
They canceled the first 2 weeks of the football season.
Okay, they're not going to make those up.
I don't think they're going to. I don't think they can with the timing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't think they can. So those 2 games are which are difficult because for a lot of high school teams, that's where they can kind of schedule some rivalry games that help them in their revenue.
Correct.
Especially if you have some teams in your district that don't travel well.
Yeah.
So if they don't get fans that come, you don't get gate, you don't get concessions. That's a difficult thing.
Rolls into the
so
aspect.
Those first 2 are usually teams that will attract people to come out.
Yeah.
So canceling the first two, that's a big deal. And then I just thought maybe just switch the two. But I'm not a coach. Well, I would love to hear from some of our coaches if they're listening out there that or what people think is that a good idea.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something, because that's the big part. And then that gets back to then the whole thing about kids coming back to school.
That was what I was about to say is like, okay, so if they're canceling the first 2 weeks, what that would have, I don't know the exact schedule, but it seems like I remember that usually being like end of August or second or week of August. Yeah. And so if you're looking at that as a way to kind of give us some more time, to work things out or to see how the virus between now and then is going to play out. Yeah. Unfortunately, it really doesn't. I mean, it's almost August. It's July 27th now. Mm-hmm. So I don't see how the 2 weeks really puts you in a better position.
I don't understand. Let me see. So we got William is one of our coaches. William coaches at Collins High School. And so
spring is hot.
He said, well, you have to factor the weather. Spring is hot, so you're going to go from hot to blazing in the spring with heavy equipment. In the fall, the weather gets cooler as the season goes along.
That's true.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it just depends on, I guess you would have to figure out a starting date. And when you say spring, you're still, we're technically talking a winter month. Because, you're playing baseball. Well, they start baseball
in March, I think.
Oh, I thought it was like
they probably start
hitting it around in February.
Yeah, but I think their season starts March.
And, I mean, it's cooler in February and March than it is August and September.
I would think, but again, that's where and I think some of the other non-Big Five conferences have moved their football programs to spring. I think FBS. I think they moved all their games. I thought they moved their games, but again, I'm catching stuff left or right. I thought they moved theirs to spring. So, but that just seemed like it would be,
Well, again, and on top of the fact that with your athletes, you have, with baseball, you got 9 guys spread out all over the field. You might, we're just speculating here. You might manage the interaction a little better, and then you have it in the spring so that you're kind of doubling up on your protocol, I guess, or whatever. It's the only reason why we thought that might be a good idea. But
so we've had several people talking about kids coming back.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's
and so
right
so a couple
here.
Things. We have 2 school districts. Well, the 2 school districts that are in Jones County,
and they are
Jones County School District, and then Laurel School District. Yep. And so I'm not as up on the county plan, so I don't want to misspeak about the Jones County plan. I know for the Laurel School District is that we are going with a hybrid and a virtual option.
Okay.
So the hybrid option, basically, you have the entire student population. You split them into 2, you divide them in half. Half will come Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, they'll clean the buildings, and then Thursday and Friday, the other half will attend in person. And then and while the first half is in classes on Monday and Tuesday, those are virtual instruction days for the other half.
Okay.
And then they switch. And then Friday after the other leave, then they do another cleaning again and start all over again.
Any delay in the actual start of school with that system, or is it just going to be at the
right now? It is delayed till the 10th of August.
Okay.
But I know they're evaluating because there's a lot of training that goes into really doing effective online teaching.
Yeah. I mean, Hagen said it really well last week. Like, no one's really prepared for this. You know what I'm saying? So
there's a lot in a way. There's a lot that aren't. Now, there are some districts that made the transition even when the governor first closed schools pretty easily. Like, I was on a conference call. It seemed like Oxford made that transition really easy. Like, they rolled it out pretty well. There was a couple schools in Madison that rolled it out pretty well. They were already kind of using, when I was in college, we called it Blackboard, where, you're posting your assignments online, chatting online. So some of them were already using some of that technology to already in their schools for their classes. So there were a few districts, not the majority of them.
I was about to say the overwhelming majority, though.
We're not ready. And so, or at least,
just a little. I mean, but it's not. It's like it's not someone's fault.
Yeah,
it's just something that you don't know to prepare yourself.
Yeah,
for something.
Yeah. My son's school that he goes to, they converted pretty quickly. to online education or virtual, learning. And so that's probably that's probably the bigger challenge. So there's a lot of training. So right now Laurel is scheduled to start on the 10th.
I think, did I see, and correct me out there, Jones County's moving back to the 17th or 18th.
Okay. Oh, wow.
I'm not 100% sure on that, and I don't know why my brain's going there, so I could be wrong.
Okay.
But I think there's definitely going to be a
I did not want to misspeak, but yeah, that's exactly. I know that's the Laurel plan, or you can go virtual. But if you do go virtual, you cannot participate in extracurricular activities.
Really?
If you go 100% virtual.
Can you change your decision throughout the semester?
You can change after every grading period.
Okay.
That you have 4. You have quarters.
Yeah.
You have your semester. I think.
Okay.
I believe that's right. If not, it's going to be at the semester mark.
I got you.
But yeah, so that's the plan there. But even with that, it presents challenges. You've got parents who have to figure out how to navigate 3 days.
What to do with the children.
And then just navigating online education. We are virtual learning. We navigating even internet access for some people throughout.
Right.
That's just not in our district, but even throughout the county. There are a lot of homes that don't have internet at home.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot, man.
Well, there's concern on teachers' behalf too.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably been the forefront of what I've seen on the news and online and stuff.
Yeah.
Is the fact that teachers, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's tough. We talked about this, like, with the delay or with just the more time students are away from that education period. Like I told you, I was like, I know if I wasn't getting it at the times I was supposed to, my forgetter's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I can, that's what my dad would say, is a real good forgetter. So I would forget that in which I had been taught. Yeah. So, and I think that's one of the concerns as well. But, teachers, I mean, they want to be as safe as anybody else, and you can't blame them for that.
It's so true. That's a real concern for them, because even where maybe their students may not have symptoms or those, but the teachers can, could end up they can be infected by their students. I think the other part, even with that, then the standard that teachers are held to ultimately by accountability testing.
Right.
To me, I know MDE waived it last year. To me, we've not heard that they're going to waive it again this year, which again puts pressure on teachers. And I really feel like if there is going to be testing, I don't think it should hurt any district. I think it should only help a district.
I agree with that.
And I think it should be pretty much just for benchmarks.
Yeah. I
don't think it should count again this year, because
I don't really see how.
We don't know, because all children did not get
the
same. Even in our own county, there were 2 different schemes for students that were in this 175 square mile area.
Mm-hmm.
There was even difference in what the education that they got after March. So real stuff. I just don't know how you put that pressure on teachers, on districts, on cities, on to now have accountability testing that's going to, like, wait a minute, they some of them are covered now a year and a half.
Right.
That's
a lot.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. So,
and I mean, this, I may be sending us right there, but I think the emphasis should be on education at this point versus anything else now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's
safety and
safety and education.
Yeah.
Specifically, I'm getting towards organized sports in the fall, where we all know how we can place importance on various sports and whatnot, but and we talked about this a little bit last week, and it was just the fact of you have to get your that's the most important thing, education.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And there are people who want to balk at that, and I'm not saying that there's we shouldn't provide organized sports or have that or whatever, or do away with it, because I want it. just like anybody else, whether that be on a high school or college level. But I think the importance needs to be on how we get the students, the proper education that they need and the way they're going to do it, because it could probably change tomorrow.
Yeah. So are you saying like you're not sure they can do sports in the fall? Or is that or
if I'm saying I don't think we should maybe rush into something just so we can have, a specific season of some sort because it's tradition, or we always have, football on Friday nights in the fall, which I love. But I mean, that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Dude, that's a hard one.
I mean,
harder than, that's a hard one because in some respects, sports are part of the educational process too.
Good point.
They're not like exclusive of each other. There's a lot that our athletes learn during their sports season,
and they need it. Don't get me wrong, and they need that.
They need the interaction, the value.
Especially
our coaches are educators too, and so some of our students, that is their connection. That is their, there's things that their coaches teach them through a season or through that interaction that they don't get in any textbook,
that's
very true. Or in necessarily in a classroom, but they do get very valuable life lessons.
Oh yeah.
And so I don't know if the two are like mutually or like exclusive of each other. But I hear what you're saying, but I guess that's hard. It's hard because every decision has so much weighing on it.
Yeah.
That's part of it. But
well, I guess maybe I wanted to say that I want people to be part of the solution right now versus being part of the problem and doing the things that we should be doing in other places to kind of help curve this in a manner that we all can have those things that we enjoy so much, kind of put us in a better position, I guess,
Yeah. If I'm going to come from the other side is just thinking, for students who have had so much feel like they've had so much taken from them.
Oh yeah.
Since March,
for sure.
Proms and and graduation ceremonies to what they expected, and so many other things, senior nights and the different traditions that have existed in other places. Man, to then go and take athletics from the, oh my goodness, it could be. That's a hard one.
Well,
that's a hard one.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge sports fan. Like I want them all. But I guess I'm getting at is like, well, how's the fan interaction going to look?
Yeah, because an empty stadium.
I want every kid to play the sport that they love because I was right there, and I hope maybe I missed that. But, what about all these fans who are? I mean, that's what they do.
How does that work?
Yeah. I mean, like,
I don't know how it is at I know the stadium in Laurel is massive.
It's very big.
It seems like you could do some sort of distancing there. I mean, it's beautiful. It's massive and it's beautiful. And it's you seem like you could do something, but I know there's some away games I don't go to just because I know they don't have enough seating for as well as the school travels. And so, like, if you don't get there if you're not there by like 5:30, you're not getting, you're not getting in, or you're standing, and so I think that's so you're right. Like, I don't know how you do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's, for me, it's like, if you want to have it, then do your part now. So we don't, if we have fans at games, and it's just the people who are like, you're not going to tell me, that's not that we're telling you what to do, but like they don't want to wear a mask or whatever. And I'm like, like, it's just do your part so we can move forward.
Yeah, we got
this together.
How do we move? Yeah, it's true. It's true. And so it seems to be where people are hitting home with now them. Right now college football is in the balance. I mean, it is being weighed out in the balance right now. And I mean, there's people are wondering why they're fighting so hard. I was like, well, there's billions.
Yes.
At stake.
Yes.
Not just the millions. Like we know about the television contracts.
Oh,
but what we're not talking about that is real money. That's part of the real money is the gambling aspect.
Oh yeah,
it's the betting part that's also that people are really concerned about. Now again, I'm not saying it's me, but I'm going. This is real part of. These are real parts of our economy that people that are parts. Well, sorry, I should say that are parts of our economy now. Mm-hmm. Mississippi's economy is tied to gambling. I mean, there's a part of it that's tied to what happens in Biloxi at So not just there, but just in the casinos, and so now we have a state lottery.
That's right.
So you have real stuff. So now you're talking about so those are that part that are real, real things that are that's at college. So at the high school level, football is a money making sport for high schools. I think the money making was our football, basketball. Goodness, I should have talked to our athletic director. Well, but I mean just before. But I know those are money making.
Yeah, and I want the money to be made.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I'm saying is do your part now, so we can get there.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I go in Walmart. I'm just, and you don't have a mask.
I've not gone to Walmart in months.
I know.
Actually, that's not true. That's not true. I was there. Okay. I had to go last week. Go ahead.
If I go in K. Roger,
and
I see you without a mask on, I'm to the point now where I start to get like just a little upset.
I think you're beyond a little.
Because I'm just like, I know it sucks. Right. I know it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But let's just do it so we can get to that point.
No, I'm hearing you, and I again.
And I know the theories. I know it's like nobody knows this ain't working, blah blah blah. But again, it does not matter.
I'm not sure that's still I'm not sure
that's
the prevailing thought.
I
mean, we've had even you've had our president even say,
yes.
Hey, this is going to get worse before it gets better. People need to wear masks. And so I think that's being pretty clear where everybody is right now in just wanting to do it. I feel for my friends that are in California that, man, the stuff that they are dealing with just on a political end of what's the restrictions that are on them, like they're having restrictions on singing in church. I mean, who crossed that line? You got, that's hard. I mean, so they are having some very serious, restrictions in trying to deal with this. But man, it's the battle. It really is. And so, man, I mean, but I think I think people know, like, we have to do something. We got to come together, on the good of everybody to do something. You're right. So, and it may cost, but it may cost more.
Unfortunately, I've just personally known a lot more people in my, ring of friends outside of, I don't see them all the time or really talk to them all the time, but people I know who have come down with this. So it's a real, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And I want us, really for me, man, it's just I want us to move in a better direction.
Yeah. No, for real. I think we started this in March. I think everybody was kind of like, well, we should be good by May. Anybody remember? Hey, you remember that kind of like that? That was a talk like by May we should be good.
Yeah.
And we're not good. We're July and we're still not good. And and it's hard because people need some sort of because the tension is tight. It's only going to get worse. Yeah. The closer we move toward November,
Absolutely.
for lack of a better term for the movie for the series that you love, Game of Thrones, you told me one of the famous lines, and that was like, "Winter is coming," and so,
election is coming.
So you're like, winter is coming, and so I think the closer we get to November, the more this national tension will increase.
I think so.
Over that, plus this, it's a lot. And so There's some things you try and provide. We're trying to provide an experience safely outdoors, to allow for people to get some sort of relief.
It's encouragement in a form. And I think I said all that earlier to say that I want people to practice, doing the right thing for encouragement reasons. Like I want to see a more encouraging trend, I guess, versus what we've been faced with for the past couple of weeks. But we are going to be offering a bit of encouragement. I feel like it's going to be a bit of encouragement.
I'm excited about it. We were bummed when we could not do our downtown Thursday 5-week event like we normally have every summer since we've been here. Mm-hmm. This one was going to be the biggest yet, and yet our numbers were not just trending in the right way. Direction. And so we're we don't want to contribute to the problem. So we said, we just need a little more time. And here we are now, and it seems to be where that's slipping from us. And so we thought, let's at least do a 1-day event, a 1-day downtown Thursday event this coming Thursday, 6:00. And so we'll have outdoor live entertainment. It's gonna be a DJ, so it's got like a band and so we got live music there. You will have some vendors that are outdoors. We got a couple food trucks. We're excited because
I love food trucks.
Let's see, I'm gonna make sure I get it right. La Taqueria Rialta is coming. I think I said that right. They are coming, and then we are really excited because we found out today. I'm trying to make sure I get that right. We also, let's see, Texas Pitmaster Barbecue, which is new.
Texas Pitmaster
downtown
Barbecue.
Laurel is coming. They're going to be a part.
You heard it first.
You got Wells Farms bringing their honey.
Bringing the honey.
You got several things. I believe Lollipops is coming.
McAllister's.
So there's McAllister's is in.
I hope coming, McAllister's. If I know you're watching and listening, please bring some chocolate chip cookies.
Please bring some salted caramel cookies.
Those will be a good backup.
McAllister's is going to be there, and so you got Cassie's Concessions is going to be there. We also, oh my goodness, who's the other? Brady's. Their snow cones, they're coming as well. We've got several there. Obviously, going to Frozen, and then we thought, we got to go big or home. So we're doing the fireworks show.
Absolutely.
And every good fireworks show has to have good music.
And it will.
So Charles is bringing the music for that. So that's just, you got to have.
It's going to be awesome.
I don't know how you watch fireworks without music. Like, you got to have music with a good fireworks show. Like, you got to, because that just goes with it.
It sets it off.
Hagen will remember, we saw the best
fireworks
show
in Disney World.
No.
Oh, yeah.
In Cologne, Germany, at the Festival of Lights, and it was the pre-show was 35 minutes. We thought it was a show. We were like, woo! I mean, we were like, yes! And then they came on lights, and so we're out going to the vendors, and then we're like, no, there's another hat. Like that was just to welcome in the people who were coming to see the show that had gotten on a boat be on the river.
That's what you call an intro.
Dude, it was crazy. And so someone's calling in, and we don't take call-ins in the show right now.
Not yet.
Maybe
but I next season.
So,
Maybe next season.
But what's crazy is then we had, so it was like, was it like 250,000 people like on either side? It was like on either side of the river.
250,000 on either side?
No, it was like
on both sides?
on one side.
Oh.
Like, it was like they lined the whole river.
That's still a lot.
And then came the show, which was close to an hour with music. They set up speakers all along the sides of the bank of the river. It was amazing. It was time to it. I mean, it was amazing. I didn't think anybody could do it better than Disney. And we saw it. I mean, it was amazing.
Hey, this Thursday night, if you want to see if it's better than that, you don't got to come out.
It may not be better than that, but I'll tell you this. Artisan Pyrotechnics does a great job. And so,
and we got Frozen 2,
and we got some surprises coming. We can't say it tonight. I will not reveal, but there are some surprises that are coming for this event that you need to make sure of. And tomorrow, I think first it gets announced tomorrow. The big one's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
which I'm ready, by the way.
Yeah, don't say anything. But yeah, we are so excited. So we'll announce that tomorrow. But anyway, there's criticism there. We got, we're in the middle, pandemic. So we're putting some things in place
I'm sorry.
To try and to really, allow people to come out, be safe.
But
ultimately,
encouraged.
it comes down to people's decisions, and that's the thing. No one can police us into making good decisions. Like, ultimately, it's got to be where people choose.
Well, that's
to make good decisions.
We had to make good decisions pre-COVID-19.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Sometimes I don't make good decisions.
Yeah.
But I still have a choice.
Right. And that's the thing. We just, we always talked about, like, not get like churchy terms, but we always say, like, you can't legislate righteousness. Like, you can't legislate people to do right. Ultimately, you can have a law in place, but ultimately it still gets down to people who have to choose to obey the law. Now, hopefully, if there's an enforcement of it, you hope they will choose it rather than face the consequence of not. But the other part is just like, what about just choosing it because it's the law? And so, it's a bigger conversation. It's not quite, I guess that simple, but it gets down to, it's going to have to be people's behavior. We're going to have to learn new ways of behaving or, governing ourselves during this season.
That's right.
Where we're fighting this invisible enemy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it,
I think that ties in with
we're going to call it Southern
what
hospitality. How do we do that with each other, in a way that's life-giving? And that's what we want. We want to give life. We don't want to take it away.
Yeah.
So, man, I hear you.
It's going to be a good opportunity.
I think it's going to be good.
I'm really excited.
And so,
Thursday,
July 30th, live music starts at 6:00. Fireworks show, and it's our 8-ish when it gets dark enough right there.
Right.
And then the movie starts at, right after that, like immediately after that. But it's going to be really, 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 really important that you look for the announcements tomorrow, because that's a big deal.
And remind us of where we can find those.
You can find them on Instagram or on Facebook at Downtown Movie Night.
There you go.
Or Laurel Farmers Market.
Man, we got y'all covered.
Yeah, so it's going to be good. It's going to be either one of those on Instagram or on Facebook. We'll put our announcements there. It's going to be good to see there. Russell did a great job on the videos. He's going to be doing the rest of them this week. So Bradley's been putting together the videos. So he's, bashful Brad, but he's been doing good. He's doing good. So we're excited about that. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time together. So, but anyway, but just also want to support our families. Our families want to help support the business, not just in downtown, but the business around. We're hoping that you're going to, go shop local. And when you do shop, if it's someplace where you get out of your car, buy something. And if you're buying it, put a mask on while you're buying it, And so,
you can still buy it with a mask on. They will take that money.
I was in Dollar General today trying to get these sweet onion chips. By the way, these were the last 3 packs. And so I got those. But, even like but the clerk, like when people were coming in, he said, "Sir, I'm sorry." He said, "I can't check you out without a mask." So I was like,
good for him.
You come in the store, but he's like, "I can't check you out without a mask. You need a mask to check out." So I was like, it was unique to hear that. So but yeah, we just want to provide one. We want to love our city, we want to love our community. We want to do something that's a support, and we've helped out in several ways with PSAs and. But also we want to do some things that really show, like, really actions behind that. And so we felt like this was a good way to do it. It's a one-day event. We feel like we've got the distancing. Feel that we put our best attempt at it.
Yeah.
And ultimately we're going to put in the hands of people to govern themselves in a way that shows care for themselves and their neighbor.
Each other. Yeah. So, with our plan and your participation in the right way, it's going to be a great event.
I think it's going to be a great event. So we are excited, and we want the weather to cooperate. We need a gorgeous day on Thursday, and so we're believing for that. But
absolutely.
But understand for everybody out there as well, like, it's summer in South Mississippi, so the heat produces rain sometimes in the middle of the day. Hey, we will not be deterred by that. So
let me ask you a question.
Yeah, you can ask too.
Is heat lightning a real thing?
I don't even know what that is.
You ever heard of that, Hagen? Heat lightning.
Hagen's from Alabama.
Okay, well.
He's heard of it.
You never heard of heat lightning?
I never heard of yee for a new hurricane.
Yee. Well, this is heat lightning.
Okay, so what is heat lightning?
It's like it gets so hot in the evening time in the clouds, you can see lightning. But there's no storm or rain or anything. It's just heat lightning. Yeah.
Huh.
But fear not, for it's just heat lightning. Okay?
Heat lightning. No, I've never heard of that.
Tell him about
but
heat lightning.
But somebody got to educate me on that. I'm sure William's gonna have something. Somebody around here gonna have something to help. Heat lightning. But I did see you mentioned lightning. So one of the interesting videos this week that I saw was a kid playing soccer and he got struck by lightning. He was 16, and there were clouds like off in the distance, and so they were actually everybody was like practice was over, and he was like dribbling down. There were clouds like they were coming, but it wasn't in his area.
Hey, so we thought.
No, the coach even said like there was nothing in the area, and then
so they thought.
Boom! Like you saw this kid get struck with lightning.
That's the one thing I worry about playing golf. Like if I hear a little clappage, I'm like, we got to shut it down, boys.
Well, it burned this kid's shirt off. Like they found his face down, but it burned his shirt off.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's recovering. So yeah, it was good. But man, it's scary. It looks like from the looks of the video, they have a camera like that was filming the practice, so they caught it. But it looks like he stepped on like a mine.
Landmine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. It was lightning is no joke.
Well, we're gonna trust for good weather.
Yeah. So we had a little bit of a run in at one restaurant where we were eating outdoors during our vacation. We were outdoors, just our family together, and man, lightning struck close to where we were, and we heard it all you heard was like this, like that's all you heard. And I remember, so I grabbed my ears and I had my son, my youngest, next to me. I tried to cover his, and it was like boom.
Probably didn't even almost have time to.
It was rough.
To make the cover.
Man, lightning is no joke.
You right?
It's no joke. It is no joke. We've had to land in our backyard.
Yeah, I've seen it come pretty close to
when it struck our backyard. And it just sounded like somebody blew something up. Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, but that's anyway. So we're excited about what's happening. Again, look at like the time flew.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I feel as if our episodes should be longer.
we want more. We want to satisfy them.
Well, from what I've heard, the people love it.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
More I'm glad to hear
it. I'm glad to hear it.
Is that a song? I love it. Want more of it?
Not one we're gonna sing tonight. So I hope. But again, I just want to thank everybody. It's good to be back. I actually missed hanging out with you.
Well, we missed having you. We had a good time last week.
Y'all didn't miss me. I saw Hagen had leaned back in his chair. He was like,
"Oh, he had a real good time."
Woo! Hagen was loving it. He was okay.
Yeah, did I do that right?
I don't know.
Did I do that right?
It's a little higher pitch usually when he does it.
He just said no. I was
a little higher pitch.
Not even close.
Yeah. Now see that sounds like it when he does it right there. Okay. So if he gets Hagen has a high voice when he says it.
I want to stay relevant.
Well, hey, again, thank you all again. I'm encouraging you. If you want to feel like this, I know I eat these chips because they make me feel a little bit of vacation. Like now I'm back in the middle of it. I eat these. I go on vacation. And again, the ginger ale bowl, get in the can because this was not the experience. But we're going to work on
ale.
Yes. Bold. Thank you.
It's good. I like it.
All right.
Thanks for bringing it. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. And we'll see you guys next Monday night.
See you.
Take care.